This laptop has no SSD, no hard drive, yet somehow it still works like a completely normal computer. I can open Firefox, browse the internet, open multiple applications, everything looks completely normal. But if I open Gparted, you'll notice something weird. The only storage device Linux can see is this 16GB RAM stick, which is literally my system memory. Now let me show you the back of the laptop. As you can see, there's no SSD, no hard drive, nothing, yet the laptop is still running perfectly fine. At this point, if I handed this laptop to you, you probably wouldn't even notice that it's running entirely from RAM. So let's see how far we can push it. Firefox works fine with bunch of tabs. VLC Media Player, no problem. A few terminal windows, still working. Now let's open Android Studio. That also launches without any issues. But what happens if I start the Android emulator? And there it is, we finally ran out of memory, which makes perfect sense, because this computer has nowhere else to store data. But here's the crazy part. Let's compare it with my MacBook. I'm opening Android Studio on both laptops at the exact same time. What? My 5-year-old laptop actually opened it first. Let's try Firefox. Pretty much the same. The reason is simple. RAM is much faster than even the fastest SSD on Mac M5 Pro. So once the entire operating system is loaded into memory, everything feels incredibly responsive. Now you might be wondering, how is this even possible? I'm running Puppy Linux. It's an extremely lightweight Linux distribution that can load itself entirely into RAM. The entire operating system is only about 1 GB in size, and once it's loaded, it uses roughly 1.8 to 2 GB of RAM. Here's how it works. I boot the laptop using a USB drive. During startup, Puppy Linux copies itself into memory. Once it's finished booting, I can remove the USB, because the operating system no longer needs it. Everything is now running directly from RAM. There is just one catch. RAM is volatile memory, so the moment I restart the laptop, everything stored in RAM disappears, which means the operating system has to be loaded again from the USB. And that's how this laptop is running with no SSD, no hard drive. If you enjoyed this experiment and want to see more weird things like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.